Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this video ended up being really long, so I ended up cutting it short. And let me know if you want a part 2. I can definitely make that if you want that. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I just wanted to say that. So yeah, bye! Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Joy, and today, I cannot wait for today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about red flags in a relationship, because I feel like nowadays all the kids want to get boyfriends and girlfriends no matter how young they are, and they get into this relationship that doesn't make them happy, but they stay in it because they just either want somebody to talk to or to have a significant other. So today I am here to make sure that all of you guys who are in a relationship or who even want to get into a relationship are not being toxic and aren't being put into a situation that isn't healthy for you. I asked my friends on Instagram and Snapchat to give me some ideas, so their ideas will be put up in this little corner. Sometimes we get blindsided by this thing we like to call love, but sometimes it's not real love. It's like fake love, and we literally train and trick our minds into thinking that a relationship that we're in is healthy when it's not. So without further ado, let's get into this video and let's learn about some freaking red flags. So some of these I'm assuming you guys know about, but I'm still gonna say them anyways because I think it's just good to know. So number 1, ghosting for no reason. So if you're talking to somebody and you get to know them and something in your mind goes, yo, I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be talking to this person. I don't want to get to know this person better. It sounds really harsh, but sometimes people feel like that more often than you'd think so. And you think, what do I do? How do I get out of this? Now there's 2 options. 1, tell them, say, hey, I don't think this is going to work out. And option number 2, ghosting them. If you are old enough to talk pretty much, and if you are old enough to make decisions for yourself, then you should be able to say, okay, I'm gonna, no matter how hard it is, tell this person, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out, because you don't want to be led on, and that person you're talking to also doesn't want to be led on, and it hurts really, really bad when you all of a sudden go quiet, because you might have been a significant part in their life, and then you just go and die, you don't even text them anymore. And that I feel like it's weird when I say this, but it's kind of scarring. It can be scarring for some people, because leaving with no explanation is nobody deserves that. So tell them how you're feeling, no matter how hard it is, because in the long run, it'll not only be good for you because you're creating those communicative habits, and it's good for that person because they're not being led on. Next one, avoiding the question of what are we? Probably your first initial reaction is oh my god, why are they asking me this? And it's not anything bad to think like that, but it all depends on how you respond to that person. The way not to respond is, oh, we're just really good friends, because that's friend zoning. That really hurts, and it's not the most healthiest way to let somebody know. So if you're wondering, well, how the heck do I answer to what are we questions? Simply say what you're truly feeling. If you have any doubt in your mind that this might not work out in the long run, tell them that. Nobody wants to be led on. I cannot say this enough. Nobody wants to be led on. You don't want to be led on. The person who you're talking to doesn't want to be led on. So it's better to just start from the beginning. And if you don't feel like that person is going to be a significant part of your life, tell them. If you want to know how to tell somebody hey, I don't think this is going to work out, that can probably be another video. But let's see another one of those toxic red flag traits. Texting you only at night. If somebody isn't texting you in the daytime and only texting you at night, I wouldn't necessarily go straight to, oh, they're playing me, but if they continually do it and say, oh, it's just because I've been busy all day and then they only text you at night still, then it might be something to look into. But it's not always a red flag. It's not always a toxic trait, but it can definitely be a red flag. And if you feel in your gut that they're playing you, then they probably are. And it'd be best if you just like get out of that, because we don't need that kind of energy. If you are truly important to a person, they will want to talk to you all throughout the day, even if they're busy. Being secretive and distant. So obviously, you are allowed to have your own life, okay? You don't have to tell your significant other anything. You only have to tell them what you feel comfortable telling them. But on the other hand, people don't like being kept in the dark when they hold such an important role in your life. So if all of a sudden you tell your significant other, like, oh hey, I'm going bowling today with a few of my friends, and after that we may go watch a movie, but I can call you afterwards, to, oh, I think I'm just hanging out with some friends, not sure I'll be able to call later. It can be a red flag, but sometimes that person might be really tired. Again, it's with consistency. If this keeps happening, then it might be a red flag. But if it happens once or twice, don't look into it too much. I know that a lot of people overthink, and it's not healthy, but we all do it. I feel like we all overthink. There's nothing we can do to control what the other person says and doesn't say, but we can control how we respond to them. Controlling! Oh my god, if you were in a relationship where you are being controlled, get out there, bye-bye, bye-bye. Like, no, we are not doing that. No. You are in control of your own body, your own decisions. You can make your own decisions. You have a voice. You have a mind. You can use it. Nobody at any time should tell you what you can and cannot say, or what you can and cannot do. If you are in a controlling relationship, get out. Just get out. Not validating your feelings. I feel like this one's a big one, because sometimes you're in a relationship and your significant other says, like, you tell them like, hey, I'm really sad about this thing that's going on in my life, and they're like, well, you shouldn't be sad, like, that's not even big, like, what's going on in your life isn't important. That's not validating your feelings. Your feelings are validated and your feelings are real. If you are feeling it, and if you are feeling it mentally and physically, then it's 100% real. If your significant other is telling you that your feelings don't matter and that they're not real, then that's them not validating your feelings. So that is 100% a red flag, because that can turn into a way worse relationship than anybody would want to be a part of. It can turn into an abusive relationship, a physically abusive relationship, one-sided relationship. I'm smiling, but only because at least a few people realize that these are toxic traits. The one thing is telling others about it and realizing that it's real, and it's another thing to say, whoa, I'm in this kind of relationship. So, if you are in a one-sided relationship, again, you are able to do anything you want to do, and if you are being stopped from doing what you want to do, no, that is not allowed. And one side having more power. If you feel like you can't do something because your significant other is going to get mad at you, no, you can't be in that kind of relationship, because a relationship is supposed to help both sides, and it's supposed to help both of you guys grow. And if one side has all the power, then you're stuck down here and you can't grow. So it needs to be a balanced, well thought out, full of communication relationship. So then it can go like this. Because we don't want this, we don't want that, we want this. Okay, next one. Zero communication. Relationships who don't have communication piss me off. I sound really mean, but what I mean is communication is the key. You learn to talk for a reason, okay? I mean, you learn to cry because you like cry on instinct because something in your body doesn't feel right, and you scream because you're enraged about something, and you talk so that others can communicate with you, and so that those around you know what you want, and so that you can use your voice for good. And when you are with your significant other and you aren't using your voice to say, hey, I don't feel good because of this thing you did, or I feel uncomfortable because my friend told me this happened, and you did this or whatever. Communication is the number one key thing in any friendship or relationship. You need to be able to communicate to your parents about everything. You communicate all day, and it goes deeper sometimes than just saying, hey, hi, how are you doing, to your friends. If you're with a significant other and you feel uncomfortable about something, tell them. If they truly care about you and your feelings, then they should have no problem hearing what you have to say. If they don't completely agree with it, that's another thing. But being able to safely communicate your feelings and emotions and what you're thinking of doing, what you don't want to do, is key to any healthy relationship. So I could go on about this forever. So let's just go on to the next one. Lies. So if you're in a relationship that has lies and you know they are lies, that is 100% a red flag. I don't lie to my friends because I don't want them thinking I'm a bad person. Lies build you a reputation. Whether you believe it or not, if you lie to your friends and significant others, that stuff gets around, and you don't want to be known as the person who can't be trusted because you lie all the time. And so if you're the one lying about stuff, maybe take a self-scan. I don't even know if that's the right word. Take a breather and go, whoa, what I'm saying isn't exactly right. I completely lied to that person I really care about. And chances are you don't really want to do that. So definitely take a second to just go, whoa, because lies aren't good and telling the truth will always be better. Stories that don't add up. I don't like this one. I really don't like this one. If you're in a relationship and they tell you one thing and then you find out like you actually know that they're doing another thing. No. We don't want to be in that kind of relationship or friendship because it's like you can never believe what that person's saying, and that really sucks. Do you really want to be put in a situation where you have to see somebody and talk to somebody who you don't even know what they're saying out of their mouth, what's coming out of their mouth is true? That would fill me with such like not only anger but like disgust and like uncomfortableness. Like I would be really uncomfortable to be around somebody like that. And if you are in that kind of relationship or friendship, no. Saying one thing and doing another. This kind of goes with the other one, but this is a bit different. So if you say that you're going to change to somebody, actually execute that and do it. Because it's the best thing to be told, I'm going to change, but it's another thing to be like, oh yeah, I'm so excited for that person to change, and then you wait and they don't. You're sitting there waiting for this person to become a better human being, and they just go back to their old ways, and that's not fun. That's 100% not fun. So if you are somebody who feel like you need to change, there are two things you need to decide. One, who are you changing for? If you thought in your head, well, I'm changing for them. I want to be better for them. Stop right there. Stop right there. Believe it or not, that is a red flag right there. You shouldn't have to change for anybody. The only reason you should want to change a habit is for you, because it doesn't fill you with happiness. Now, if a habit that you have is hurting those who you love, sure, that's hurting you. And if you want to change, then that's good because you're changing for yourself. Because if you change for yourself, then those around you will see, oh my God, this person's changing. I want to be around this person. And the second thing you want to ask yourself is, can I really change? In order to truly change a habit or something you're doing, you need strength. You need strength from inside of you to go, hey, I need to stop lying to my friends, or I need to stop saying things that I'm never going to actually do. Like, you have to find that within you to actually be like, oh my God, what I'm saying isn't going to happen. Like, if you truly know yourself, which I hope you do, if you don't, that's okay. You're getting to know yourself, that's okay. But if you know yourself and you know that what you're saying to this person, like, hey, I'm gonna change, isn't actually gonna happen, you're putting yourself through pain because you're putting pressure on yourself when you know you're not going to do anything. And you're also putting pain upon that person because they're ready for you to change, because they want to see you do the best. And if you're not executing that, and if you're not actually changing, then it's just not worth it. And last thing, not letting you take time for yourself. You You, yes, I am looking at you right now. You, whoever is looking at this, whoever is watching this video right now, take time for yourself. If that's playing video games for one day, or if that's reading, or if that's doing a spa day, or if that's calling some friends, that's you time, okay? That is you time, is where you do stuff that fulfills you, fulfills your heart, makes you feel rested, makes you feel happy. You need to be able to feel comfortable to do that if you're in a relationship. You need to be able to say, hey, I don't want to hang out today because I'm going to take a me day. No, that is not selfish. If you thought in your head, well, I don't want to say that because that's selfish. You can't be good for others if you're not good to yourself. Eventually it catches up to you. You can pretend as long as you want, but it eventually catches up to you. Take time for yourself. You matter, and your body needs love, okay? And not from another person, but from yourself. You need to love yourself, and you need to take time for yourself. Because if you don't, then you're just kind of going about the motions of life. And I know that's probably what a lot of people are doing right now, and you need to take time for yourself. And if you feel like you can't do that because you're in a relationship that doesn't allow you to do that, that is 100% a red flag. I just scared my cat. Sorry, Dobby. He's sleeping on my bed. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something or agreed with me on something, because there's a lot of toxic relationships out there, and I don't know, it makes me kind of like, ugh, like, and ugh, like, I don't even know how to put into words how I feel about when people are in a toxic relationship, but it definitely hurts you a lot more than you think it does. So if anything that I said in this video sounds like something that's going on in your life, whether you're doing some of the things that I talked about, or you feel like others are doing that to you, you probably are in a toxic relationship. And if you guys would like me to make a video on how to get out of toxic relationships and toxic friendships, I got you covered. But let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Be true to yourself. I'm gonna say be true to yourself.
When?
Right now.
Be true to yourself.
Yeah, what she said. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! And because sometimes it can be it can turn into a toxic relationship. Like, you need to be able to commute.